back to Dave Does Outdoors. It's a beautiful midweek little hop for a night. We're going up a hill that we stayed up. We stayed on the other side of this hill a few weeks ago, so check out that video. It's we stayed down by an old lime kiln, didn't we, Audrey? This is still Audrey, by the way. She's had her hair cut, just in case you think we've got a puppy called Peanut, but we haven't. This is Audrey still, just to stop the confusion. And that's the crows saying hello. So yeah, it's nice and still. Weather forecast looking not too bad. I think it's going to be wet, certainly overnight in the morning. And I've still to have my tea. We're going to go up and just cook some food. Hiya, Mr. Crow. So East Lomond, it's about 1,700 feet up from sea level, but we're kind of halfway up anyway, so it's not massive. Again, beautiful view across the Forth estuary toward Edinburgh. We should be in for a nice view tonight. I don't think we'll get much of a sunset, but you never know. A wee bit kind of low cloud and stuff like that. Here's a wee paraglider coming along. So yeah, so thanks for joining me again, and Audrey. We're going to get up and get our tea done before we pitch, so we should get a wee pitch. I'm hoping to get a pitch at the top. Quite a popular little dog walking route, 'cause it's in the middle of Fife and it's quite accessible. Glenrothes is just down here. You've got Falkland just down here. Across to Cooper, St Andrews, you can see the coast. So, but yeah, thanks again for tuning in to Dave Does Outdoors. It's always appreciated, your support, and we're kind of celebrating because we've got to 100 subscribers, so that's apparently a big milestone, so I'm really pleased. So give us a thumbs up, give us a subscription if you've not subscribed already, and yeah, stay tuned. We're going to get up this hill and get some tea on the go, and it's all good. You can see that little bad boy. That would be good fun. Wow, cool. Well, cool. He's travelling some speed as well, by the way. Not for me. I like to have my feet firmly planked on the ground at all times if possible. So, but yeah, it's always a nice night for these little paragliding things. So nice, very nice. Nice to be outside in the fresh air. Oh, work's busy, life's stressful, things are good though, all in all, and just glad to be outdoors in the fresh air, and hopefully we'll get a quiet night tonight. We'll get some sleep. I've got her bed again, I've got her jumper, I've got all my same stuff, so I'll maybe run through some of my clobber. I've also got a new little light. We found this kind of, because I'm using an old GoPro, we found this kind of brand new light that fits with the GoPro, so I'll try and put a wee picture of it in the video attached to the old GoPro 4, but it's really for sort of dive, it's for like underwater filming. So I had it out in the dark the other day, and it was like really bright. So and there's a couple of settings, so we'll, because it's dark, it's pretty well pitch dark by 8, so if I'm going out in the evenings, I'm not going to get much filming time, so I need to get something to be able to kind of illuminate a little bit more. So, but I don't know how it will look, but we'll give it a whirl tonight and we'll see what we think. So anyway, she's Audrey, come here. She's loving it, aren't you? She's had her hair cut from Dogface Groomers outside Ladybank. highly recommend her. She's absolutely amazing, does a great job, and I think Audrey's pretty well enjoying going to get a wee proper pampering. So listen, I'll stop rambling, try to keep my wee my content a little bit shorter. So but check out my other videos, guys. We've got a couple of bigger hills that we did in different states of weather. This is a sort of smaller one, so but bit of food, bit of overnight, so there should be some good stuff to have a look at. So thanks again. Whew. Getting some view now, and you've got a kind of a level bit here before you go up. This is where all the kind of fortifications were, right round this flat piece. It was heavily fortified at the top, so I'm really interested. 100 years ago there'd been big gates probably about here accessing the top of the hill, and heavily fortified. So but aye, here's a keen cyclist going to try and get to the top. Good on him. Okay, we made it. A couple of little walkers up for the sunrise, top of East Lomond. We're just going to drop down there, get the stove on. So aye, nice and clear, high cloud, looking really good, really good. So we're just on the side of the hill, quite sheltered. There was a guy pitched right here the last time I was up, a little helicopter flying up here. It's probably going to come across and buzz us. So I'm just going to get the MSR stove on. Let's see if we can get you sort of perched about there like that. Oops. And this definitely has been an absolute delight to use this little thing. I've got a spare gas cylinder in case we run out of gas. Nothing worse if you're halfway through your dinner, and I'm half expecting a couple of dogs and stuff to kind of end up disturbing the tranquility a little bit, but hey ho. I think with lockdown everyone's getting outdoors, which is good, which is a really good thing. But it's for getting away and having sort of quiet. Oops, this is the problem with having the cable mic. You know, eventually we'll upgrade, but for just now we're just going to make do. We've bought enough, and with Christmas kind of round the corner, let's get that. Got the metal legs on the bottom of the can, which definitely helps for kind of long grass and stuff. It's pretty sheltered. So tonight we're just reheating some pasta, which is homemade pasta in the frying pan. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Oh, that's nice. Really adjustable little stove. We're just using the frying pan. Just need to heat it through. April cooked it not long ago. Not sure it's going to fit in the frying pan. Let's get it on the grass just now. A bit more stable. That's it. I think we'll eat it in the dinner of two halves, I think we'll call this. Let's get that. I've got her. There we go. Bro, just heat it through. Put my lighter in there. All right, Audrey. I know you want your tea. So, we'll have some tea. Sunset. Not sure what will be going on, but it's beautiful and it's quite sheltered here and quite warm. The heat that this kicks out is amazing. So we've got this scarp tonight. We're going to hopefully pitch up the top just up here, 1700 feet. I'm going to get her her food. We've got a little bit of grated cheese in her food tonight, which she absolutely loves. I've got my Bialetti coffee pot for after dinner. So we're just going to sit and chill, we're going to soak up the view, and I'm going to eat my pasta, give her her tea. So, aye, all good. And that is some view to have my dinner at. I think for me the space, just the height and space, coping with all the stress that's kicking about is for me absolutely fantastic. Let's see if we can get you like that. There we go. I can need 2 hands for this job. I haven't even got the wind shield up. I don't think we'll need it. It's quite still. This is going to take a second to heat through. Cooked pasta bolognese, with some chicken in it. Okay, that's her. You finished? Well, she's munched hers. There's a little bit more. She might get some supper tonight. That's my pasta, nice and warm. So I'm going to sit. I wonder if you could just sit back here a little bit. Watch, Audrey. Watch now. Watch now. Watch. Okay, let's see. You sit there. Sit. Sit. Stay. 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 Pass me with chicken. We're on the Sprite tonight. I'm not sure how long it's been. Cheers everyone, good health. I'm not sure how long it's been since I last had alcohol, but maybe some of the guys that I grew up with, it's actually, there's a monument there several years ago, and maybe Mike or anyone watching this who was there that night could leave a comment below how many years ago it was that we all met up across here, and I partake in my last drop of alcohol, so a good few years ago. But I'm not really counting, to be honest with you. I'm just enjoying what I'm doing, and I mean, I just love it up here, and we're going to park, hopefully pitch up at the summit tonight. So I'm just going to munch my tea. She's pretty chilled, eh? I've got her jumper, I've got her coat, I've got plenty of layers, but it's not. What are you doing? I know you're cute. I know you are. I'll get you back in a minute once I've munched up my tea. It's not the most even of surfaces to get the wee tripod, but I think we might end up pitching a little bit later tonight, because there's been quite a few dog walkers, and I can't be bothered putting my tent out. This is the problem, and it's a popular spot and it's busy. Come on, let's get your little woolly jumper on. I've got her coat as well. I think it was up at Glen Shee that I had both her layers on. So check out some of my other videos if you're interested. The Glen Shee one, it was really quite cold, so she had her coat and her little jumper on. But once she's had her tea, I'm not sure if she's feeling a little bit more with her haircut. But with her winter coat on, I've got her rugs, I've got her bed, I think she'll be pretty cosy tonight. So she always sort of shakes and shivers a little bit. It's more kind of for show than anything else, I think, to be honest with you. But yeah, still munching my tea. Sit there, Audrey. Okay, tea done, coffee on. Audrey's doing pretty good, aren't you? And you're getting a really nice view. You probably won't pick it up in the camera, but way up north, probably up to the Cairngorm range up that way. But already when it's what, 7ish, and it's getting dusk, and it's starting to get cooler. It won't be freezing tonight, so there's a decent bit of cloud, and it's due for some rain and stuff. So I think my gas is going to run out, but I've got a spare can. Hopefully I'll get this last cup of coffee out of the canister. Windshield. These are big cans, so it's popping the stove just above the height of the windshield. The other little gas canisters about this high that I've got, so you should really find a kind of lower place for this and a higher place for your screen. But anyway, it does the damage. That's the main thing. And I've got my traditional Barbie coffee cup. So yeah, hopefully we'll get up. We'll get the tent up. I've got my decent torch tonight, so I'm not sure. It's going to get dark pretty quick. Hopefully you'll get a sense of the tent. If not, maybe in the morning. But again, it's going to be a bit wet. But with my new big torch, it should work pretty well. So I just need to pack up here. Just going to get up to the top of the hill, which is like literally 20 feet up there. So coffee time, chill time, nice time. That sounds about right. Oh, spot on. Fresh coffee. I'm gonna put you down there for a second. Don't want to drop anything. Okay. Yep. That's it. Right there. Again, because it's quite a little local hill. It's not far from the car park, so you can bring luxury items like your Bialetti coffee pot, and this grass is quite spongy and long. It's a pain in the posterior, so oh, that's nice. Lavazza. Italian coffee. I think the best in the world. But leave some comments in the space below if you're watching this. What's your favourite coffee? I'm sitting on a wee tin foil. It's actually Audrey's mat to go underneath her bed, and it's for use for insulating laminate. And that, even just having that little bit of foam and tinfoil underneath my bum, I can feel it radiating the heat. So that goes underneath her bed. Audrey, don't go. Audrey. It goes underneath her bed. So any of her kind of body heat, Audrey, this way, that's radiating down, keeps her warm. And she's also got her blankets and stuff. That's exactly what I was trying to avoid. I've got my cup, which is the main thing. Joys. One cup will be enough, to be honest with you. Nice. I think that's a Bialetti. I think it's actually a a 6 cupper, but you're only getting really kind of one decent mug out of it at home. But I'm probably going to get the smaller version, which will be a little bit lighter, to take away in the tent. But I don't know if it's really worth it, because they're about £25 even for the small ones. So hopefully we won't get disturbed, because we're going to pitch pretty well right on the summit, and it's a really popular little dog walking spot. So it's starting to get dark. Hopefully we should still get some decent filming tonight. So, but there's a little spot kind of down here. Audrey, wait there. By this little tree line, I was eyeballing. There's some flat bits this side, and because it's a little wood, I reckon I'll be able to get a little stove on the go, have a little fire or something. But it's actually quite a bit further down than I thought. So, but that's a wee pitch, maybe a winter pitch down there. Defo. There's a car park down here by the wood. You can walk up this way. That's West Lomond, or you can walk up the other way, which I did over that way tonight, which is even shorter because I was working today and I'm working tomorrow. So it's just a quick wee overnight, and because it's almost October, so it's getting colder. It won't be, I don't think it'll freeze. We've had a couple of frosts, so you never know. So I wanted to test my sleeping bag and see how she feels. Just kind of getting ready for a wee bit of the kind of winter. So I'm determined to get a couple of wee snow camps if we can, around and about, if we get any snow, which I think we will. I've got a funny feeling we're going to have a bit of a proper winter. So right, it's dark. It's not. What time is it? Let's check. 7:20 at night, and there's the summit. So we're on the summit, and I'm just trying to. There's a couple of wee flat bits, so I'm just going to need to bang the tent up pretty rapid because it's getting cold and it's windy. You won't hear the wind with my little my furry thing, and it's getting dark, so I'll probably put my head torch on, so when I get you back I'll have my head torch on, probably maybe the big light on the camera, I'm not sure. So, but I'm keen to get up here. It's flatter up here, and that was the mission. The mission was to get a summit, so it's getting windy, but we're all good, I think. So I'll get you back in a second once I've done my magic tent putting up trick. Abara. Right, well, this is the new light, and it's like that's the lowest setting of it. It's like some sort of diving light for £20 off eBay. But in terms of illumination, I think the trick is just not to look in it. So I'm not sure. I just need to kind of, when I'm on the light, I just need to kind of look above it, I guess. But it's super bright, but really good for illuminating stuff for some nighttime filming. And I don't know if you can see the night lights beneath. Lovely. So far it's pretty cloud free, and I mean that's the kind of weak setting. You look at somebody up the top, like, nah, that's the strong setting there, like, superb, lovely jubbly. Hiya. Nice. Somebody doing a summit run, getting some exercise. Might get a nice moon tonight, I'm not sure. It's looking pretty good. Audrey's tucked. Audrey's tucked up. So we've got the mat up. I'm lofting my bag a little bit. I'll get the the place sorted a little bit and get you back. Yeah, looking good, looking solid. It's going nowhere. It's not budging. Boom. It's some piece of engineering, like. Seriously. Tighten up a couple little bits and pieces there. These tighten up down the way. You can adjust the size of the porch. This is actually the smaller porch. We've got it back to front, but it's not fussy. She's chilling. See, she's not shaking. It's free. It's cold, but she's, I don't know. She puts it on sometimes, because it's probably just above, I don't know. It feels like 1 degree. But listen, thanks for tuning in again. Thanks for tuning in for Dave Does Outdoors. It's appreciated. Thanks for all the support. We've got to 100 subscribers, which is a real kind of landmark, so really appreciate everyone's support to get me there. And keep hitting the like buttons, and we'll see. I want to get loads of subscribers so I can end up getting a drone, so I can fly a drone about, like off the top of a mountain and stuff. Sounds fun. But yeah, hope everyone's getting outside, getting into the fresh air and coping okay with the COVID. It's still, we're up and down, so you're kind of real emotional roller coaster stuff, but everyone's got their own thoughts on it. Like half the country think it's made up, half the country are really worried, and my old man, he's mid-80s, and my aunt Winnie's 94, so we've been seeing them and stuff, so it's worrying when you've got people of that age around you as well, or anyone with underlying health conditions. It is serious, you know. But anyway, I'm not going to go on. Tonight's a night to get some space, to slow down, to breathe, to chill. So, what a view. I'm not sure if you can see that in the dark, but that is stunning. We'll see what it's like in the morning. Hopefully we'll get a bit of a view, but I doubt. I think it's going to be quite dark and rainy, so, but we'll get a wee bit of filming in the morning. But tonight was really just a practice run to see how we bear, and how particularly the wee one, and I've been super impressed with her tonight. She doesn't even need my fleecy over her really, so she's done amazing. And I put my hand down by her jumper and she feels proper warm, which is great. So that's been a reassurance. I'm really just kind of testing things out gently as we go, and we're not far from home, so it's always worth, when you're testing out new stuff, you know, go pretty local, don't go too OTT. You want to be nice and safe, and I could get down the hill with my head torch on, pack up, you know, home. So it's always nice to have a kind of bit of an emergency get out plan as well. So, but listen, I'm going to hit the hay. Me and the wee one are going to get some Z's, so I'll catch up with you in the morning. Night night. Morning folks. As you can see, it's pretty windy. That's 5:30, and it's been doing this since about 12, and I'm surprised it's actually raining as well now. So it's going to be fun packing up. Let me switch it on to bright actually, because it's not. That's better. She's, I don't know if you can see her, super zoned. Oh, it's nice and warm as well, which is great. That's the main thing, as long as she's good. So yeah, it's been blowing an absolute hoolie. but a good winter test for the tent, and that was really what I was doing. I had to put this is a little bird house. It looks like a pyjama top. It's actually I think it's like Pertex. It's a bird house. It's a collaboration with a company called Griffin, and an old thing again. But so I was feeling chilly last night in the bag, but once I put that on, I was fine. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting folding the tent up. I don't think I'm going to put the stove on. I've got a liquid breakfast that I'm going to have. I've got a liquid breakfast. I'm not sure well you're hearing me because it's really stormy, but liquid breakfast, slowly pack up. I'll get a coffee at home. Been a really good winter test though for the tent. As you can see, I would say 40 mph winds with gusts above that. Chill factor potentially sub-zero, because we've had some frost and stuff recently. So, but yeah, listen, I won't dilly-dally. Might film some of the packing up. It's going to be minimal filming this morning because it's all systems are go. So all good in the hood. Breakfast in bed for the wee one. I'm going to get her coat on. She's having some breakfast and some food. I'm going to sit her behind my full rucksack out the wind, find a little sheltered spot if I can for her, and whip the tent down, because we're away up in the 40-50 mph. It's been a good tester. It's after 6, it's still a bit dark, but I've got my head torch, so all good. I've got my waterproof trousers, she's got jumper, waterproof coat on, and a shelter behind my big rucksack, so I think we're going to be good. I don't think we're going to get much more filming done because it's peeing with rain and it's Baltic wind, so I'll try and say goodbye and all the best down at the car. But if not, thanks for tuning in for another Dave Does Outdoors, and give me a like, give me a subscription if you can. Everyone take care, and we'll see you the next time. Yeah, is that nice? Well folks, I'm not sure how much you can see. It's just breaking day. It's about 7, almost in October, so it's getting chilly. That was an interesting pack up there. I don't think it was 1700 feet. I was looking at my phone last night. I think it was about 1400. I think West Lomond's is 1700. So anyway, well above 1000 feet, and it's just getting light. So I'm going to head down the road and get some breakfast. Yeah, that was really windy. I couldn't film anything. It was lashing with rain and really windy. But good practice. My hands were getting cold, put my gloves on, so I took my tent down, full kind of winter quick pack down. She was amazing, Audrey. She sat behind my rucksack, didn't you? So she was out the wind, and yeah, another good trip. So thanks again for joining Dave Does Outdoors. That was my first little sort of winter almost kind of, but I would say 50 mph winds at the top of there. The tent was it withstood it. It was taking a good bashing, but good practice for more to come. And you can see the clouds rolling over the hill. We pitched right at the top of that. So yeah, I think it's goodbye from this little one, and goodbye from me until the next time. Thanks for all your support and thanks for joining me. Take care, everyone.